Oh shit, I thought that was a... She must be at the ATM or something. Hmm. Wonder if this is like a current alternate reality or is it set in the future? I wonder if I'm hacking somebody. Too bad I don't know nothing about coding. Bad. Uh, What's that? Hold on, I need that keyword again. Oops, wrong one. I know there's a word in there, I just can't make it out. See, I can't tell if these communications are coming from the NSA or a hacker group. The only thing I have left is to check this game and then. Oh shit, man, I don't even know how to play solitaire. I know my mom do. I should have called her ass. In the comment section, do you know how to play solitaire? Oh, okay. I'm learning. Oh, I should have used that 5, huh? Nope. Alright, I already don't like solitaire. Oh, okay. I don't know what is the logic behind doing that, but good looking out. Oh. I looked over there to see if you could help me again, because I don't know what the hell I'm doing. 2, 3, 4. Queen. But you can't make pairs, huh? I guess you meant to do that before I had already clicked it, huh? Hmm. Okay. Alright, I'm done with that bullshit. It'd have been nice if I'd have ever even played solitaire once in my damn life. Because I bet you there's maybe like a little secret or something tied to it. Who knows? I know one of these is supposed to wipe the hard drive. Shh. Mm, It's just crazy. Hmm.
What do you mean you ate pumpkin pie? Well, that's great, because that just means there's gonna be more pumpkin pie for me. You have? Well, guess what? I'll give you $5 too. Yeah, I wouldn't miss it for the world, kid. Yeah. What? No, Alba. Alba! 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 Alba, that was very naughty. You don't do that to people when they're asleep. Alba? Alba! Hi. No, hello, it's David. No, I'm at work, remember? I'm sure Emma told you I'm gonna be home in a few weeks for a short visit, though. Well, that's because my work doesn't look like normal work. No, it's David. Happy Thanksgiving.
So obviously this is one of the NSA cams spying on his laptop or something. This must be the other end of the conversation right here.
I hate pumpkin pie. I've been practicing for my recital. Mama says she will give me $5 if I sing. You going to be there?
Alright, we need to get rid of these damn captions.
No. Sweetie?
Gotta love them.
Daniel, what are you doing there? I thought you were at home. Did you step out? You don't look like you're at work.
There's gotta be some kind of hack I can use to hear both conversations simultaneously.
Christ, I'm so tired. I fell asleep waiting for you to come home. 2 drinks, and I'm out like a light. Happy Thanksgiving, honey. Wake me when you get in, okay? But she hates hospitals, you know. She's convinced that the doctors had it in for Papa, and that's why. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm just blowing it all out of proportion, but. Look, I'm telling you, she won't go. Okay, David, she's a grown woman. I'm not gonna trick her into going to the doctor. Yeah, and Alba's so happy to have her Mima here, and I guess if she really is sick, then it's
Nemo!
better that she's here instead of on her own in Texas. You know? Screw you. You don't get to be jealous.
This is probably exactly what it looks like when the NSA is spying on your ass too. When you having video conversations with people, thinking you having intimate, private conversations, and they really listening to what you saying.
I hate reading my stuff out loud.
A nightmare swims above my head. A host sits upon my chest. I'm drowning deep in my bed, sleeping
All
in
right. Don't read it out.
a. I thought I was being slick by trying to read it upside
we were
down.
covers band. Well, my stage name was Jane Dean. And we were Jane Dean and the Rebels. Shut up, I was 16. What were you doing when you were 16?
I plead the fifth.
Mm-hmm. You tried to get away from a cop?
Not me. I've never been arrested or in the back of a cop car.
Hmm. Yeah, I don't think you're quite cop material.
Well, whoever's accessing the visual feed outside the door is not the one having the
No,
conversation with her.
no, you're not cop material. Yeah, you were a little bit vague about that. It's gotta be some. It's gotta be something scuzzy. Otherwise, you would have told me, right? Okay. Um, you're not a drug dealer. You haven't offered me drugs yet, so it's not that. I hope it's not something I disapprove of. Nothing in advertising. Okay. You're easy to
Lawyer.
talk to. Maybe you like sleep with rich old ladies in California for money. Yeah, gigolo. Yeah, that's the word. You made movies. Any that I would have seen? But you stopped. I'm so sorry.
A loss or grief.
Yeah.
Whoever she's talking to is telling a sad story.
No. I mean, it's interesting. Everyone I know was born here. We grew up dressing up as astronauts and rock stars, but we knew eventually we'd end up working at the American Axle. I dream of being a singer, but I work in a record store, and you came back here from LA. Will you seem real? No, no, no. My mom works at American Axle. My mom's the kind of hippie who shacks up with a retired accountant and moves to Florida. It's very counterculture. I better get some sleep. I hate this bit. No, I don't mind that. I don't like the dark. It's creepy when it's just me. Ha. Okay. Okay. Got my keys. All right. 1, 2, 3. And when I turn this last one off, it goes completely dark. 4.
Okay, so the person that you can see the reflection of is sitting at someone's desk. I thought she was outside of a door, but I can
I
see
want to spoon
a bookshelf.
to my honey I'll croon love's tune. Honeymoon keeps it shining in June. Your silvery beams will bring love's dreams. We'll be cuddling soon by the silvery moon. Funny. I only sing when I'm in the dark or in the bath. All right. Maybe.
All right, what term should I search next? So when we opened up the computer, it was on love. That's why I typed in hate to see what search results it would bring up. So give me a search term. Maybe I could find something different that you might be thinking of that I'm not. I haven't heard anybody's name. What about? Okay.
Had fun and ended up in LA where I sold t-shirts on a boardwalk in Venice. And without meaning to, I became a producer at a video company making schlocky movies.
This
But I made
dude
a
is a good
decent living.
actor, man. He was in a
And
movie
last
called
year,
The Invitation. I really liked
a
it.
good friend of mine died from an accident. And I decided that I was going to start taking things a little more seriously. I decided that I wanted to help make the world a better place. So I moved back here to Ann Arbor to reconnect with a younger, more pure version of myself and also get away from all the bad influences who had my number in California. I think to not be directly engaged in fighting for environmental causes today is a kind of moral cowardice. I mean, it's easy to forget that the rest of the world exists when you're in LA, but out here, you can reach out and you can touch it. I've only ever been in love once. It was with a girl I met when I was 18,
Tis
but I was too
better
young
to
and
have
naive to
loved and
handle it
lost
properly.
than to have ever
I
loved
guess I
at
still
all.
carry a torch for it, which makes me an incurable romantic or underdeveloped emotionally. I'm a loyal friend. I like girls with nice smiles. Nice smiles. Well, the psych profile says so. Mm-hmm. Yeah, like horoscopes never wrong. I am going to decorate an apartment. This when you're in LA, but out here, you can reach out and you can touch it.
Oh, so
I've only ever
he
been in
did
love once.
multiple takes on this. I wonder
Uh,
what he's doing.
it's with a girl I met when I was 18, but I was too young and naive to handle it properly. And I guess I still carry a torch for it, which makes me an incurable romantic
He
Or
was probably practicing these lines for that girl
underdeveloped emotionally.
before he sent them to her.
I'm a loyal friend. I like girls with nice smiles. Nice smiles.
He's definitely off a couple if he's sitting here practicing lines like this.
Psych
Either that
profile
or
says
he's
so.
insecure, one of the two.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like horoscopes are never wrong. I am going to decorate an apartment. And now I'm lived in LA recently, so I know a thing or two about corrupt cops. Yeah, Hollywood. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, it's nice to meet you too, guys. Well, I'm between jobs at the moment, but I got some money put away, so making a plan.
He has a boat.
Well, the boat is more of a hobby, but I like to work on it, so you know. Well, I don't know if I'm that, so because I wouldn't want to change a thing about it. It's her spirit that is precisely what attracted me to her.
Finally, a name.
I know she is. Yeah. Are you blushing?
Anyway,
You're blushing.
we have to go.
We don't have to go
Okay,
anywhere.
we gotta go.
We have nothing to
We're
do.
gonna wrap this up. I love you so much. Big day. Thank you, Mom. I love you.
Nice to meet you guys. Bye.
And then your namesake makes it here in LA, so that's been across the pond twice now?
You are an expert. You want some milk?
No thanks. Actually, I looked it up when I ordered it for you.
Oh, I see.
So did they meet at AA? Is that what this is?
No. Well, why didn't you just order it off the internet?
It's more fashion. You gotta support your local record store. They turn into Starbucks.
Wait, who do you think supplies the coffee here? It's a community gesture.
Wait, if I were to, just dunk, would that mean I sold out?
You like to dunk your cookies? Would you like to get a drink somewhere?
Like right now?
No, I mean sometime.
Like drink, or like we're gonna call Prosper investors boring?
I mean, sure, we could call some investors, but I was thinking more of a drink. There's this old man bar, the tavern. They have this jukebox built with Joni Mitchell albums.
So?
Cool. Yeah, I'll call you. I have your number.
All right.
I gotta catch Sean. So,
Go to.
bye.
Bye.
So either the cookie was bad or he was fronting that he really don't like his Dunkin'
Drove it
cookies.
here all the way from LA.
Seriously?
Yeah.
1,800 miles.
You were saying though, about the insurance?
Oh yeah, the way Prosperin does it, they have two major insurance providers because they can't work on any of their build sites if they don't have insurance. But you can look that all up on their private page, download the numbers on who to follow up with. It's gonna be another right here.
Yeah, it's about people. Find out who the top decision makers are in each office, get on their social. Keep on them until they have to act.
Yeah, but how far do we go?
No?
Did you guys hear about the Diablo folk? What they did? They bought a subscription to a firearms magazine for one of the shareholders, but it was under his kid's name. Yeah, but I mean, it worked, because I think he resigned like a week later.
Alright, let's keep it classy, guys. These people are looking for any excuse they can find to make us the bad guys. Let's not paint a target on our backs.
We hear you, David.
Yeah, and it's a right up here again.
There's some other ops coming up. We have a couple of acetylene torches that get hot enough to cut steel. The valve sites are where the pipe is exposed. If you're fast on your feet.
Okay, so
hit and run,
I already
set
figured
back
something out.
loose.
Yeah,
They're
use
eco-terrorists.
motor oil on the valve sites, but I guess torches
So-
would be more effective. One more right here.
When he was saying it's cowardice not to act against these corporations that are doing
Yeah, and then I think
environmental harm.
it's just up here on the right. You can just pull over wherever.
Anywhere here?
Yeah, you're in a fine spot.
It's probably a setup though.
And they know we're coming?
Yeah.
Alright, everybody out.
So, let me try this. She didn't say her mom's name. I should have took a damn picture with my phone so I can follow the dates of the uploads in chronological order.
Ava? Who's there? Willie who? What? Where are you? What? Wow.
Pookie! Hold on one second, I come down and let you in.
FYI, if a cat ever thinks it's cool to say Pookie,
You're about to say something?
you're out of here.
No. I know you're friends with Eric. His heart is in the right place. He's just hot-headed.
Okay, but maybe Eric is onto something, though. I mean, the Nazis, right? So decent people have to stand up to them. What?
Does standing up involve throwing punches?
Yeah, maybe it does.
This is a law enforcement issue. Okay, they have permits. The police are protected.
That's right, and that's exactly why someone needs to step up and do what the police should do, right? Because I'm sorry, all due respect, John, you're not going to stop these guys with a Facebook campaign.
As a group, we abide by nonviolence.
That's fine, and all I'm saying is I'm interested in putting my privileged white male able body where it can do some work, right? Because I heard what it was like in Ann Arbor in the 60s, and you were there, John. Look, we have to oppose the rally. We have to oppose the rally.
David, we can't advocate for people putting themselves in harm's way.
Okay, fine. You know what? I'm sorry. I'm going to have to excuse myself.
It's fine, David. We'll talk another time.
You at least got to be down for civil disobedience. I mean, that's the bare minimum that you can do to affect change. If you're not willing to do that, then, you know, what else can you do? Put up flyers?
You are not Ava. No, I don't buy it. You used to be in a band and your dreams to be a singer, so come on. Okay, I won't look. Come on. Ayo! Ayo, ayo! Dido, 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 dee!
What the fuck? fuck? That was not cool all in the
Very
headphones,
good.
nigga.
You are majestic. You are a majestic queen, and I want a real song now. Well, you'd sell more records with that on, no? Well, I've got a like black suit or something. Maybe I can be a blues brother or something. The beard ruins these ideas. So. No. You wouldn't like me without a beard. Who's that? I love him. Okay.
So what are your ideas? Are you picking up anything about the characters or...
Wait, aren't these like all bad guys? What am I gonna be? What am I gonna be? Hey, Ava. Hey, so look, well, here, take a look. This is some of my vinyl, because, well, I think I have a problem. But anyway, yeah, this is the one I was talking about. Yeah, it's their bootleg copy of their Warsaw songs before they changed their name. Well, yeah, I mean, it's got a stain on it, but I got it at a good price. Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Gotta be very quiet. The dogs are asleep.
Oh, you think I'm stalking you, don't you? Why? Because, what, we met twice in the same week in the same city? I mean, come on. Stranger things have happened, Ava. I mean, I might go out for food. We might bump into each other then. I mean, I like Chinese
What's that
food.
series on Netflix?
Well, see, now there's an even better chance that we're going to bump into each other. Right?
Damn, it's really good, too.
Yeah,
It's about
now
a
that I think about it.
stalkerish ass boyfriend.
I think you might be stalking me. Yeah, and look, here I
Yeah, it
am
was
giving you a
good,
viewing
too.
of my apartment.
I can't remember what the hell it was called.
Yeah? What? That's because I just moved in. Yeah. And now I feel less self-conscious, thank you. Yeah. What are you doing? Why?
Okay, it's called You. I do remember watching that. It's really good. Oh, wait a minute. What the fuck? Oh, you can search actual words in the dialogue?
Gotta count the register.
Damn, that'd have helped if I'd have known that before.
Okay, well, take me with you. No, I'm being serious. Come on, take me with you. Point me at the ghosts. I'll scare them off. It's all good.
Dude, if Edward Snowden's homeboys can go through footage like this in real time, and like when somebody's conversating and they have like a phrase like this, and they're able to pull it and cross-reference like that.
She started having that bathroom ghost nightmare again. When I'm in the mood, I'll let you know. Or I'll just put on some Justin Timberlake and have a nice visit with my Hitachi. Father John Misty, then. Yeah, well, I fell for you because you looked good in a suit. My vagina's superficial. Good night.
Oops, damn it.
Ava Martin, things are fully operational.
I was trying to find that conversation with her parents.
Ava Martin, things are fully operational.
His name's not on here. Well, he's on. So obviously he's in some type of position of authority.
Ava
There's a
Martin,
flag back
things are
there,
fully
so he's got
operational.
some kind of service. He's using military jargon. From those katana blades, I don't think he's like some undercover katana blade
She has a
master.
nice smile. Why would you want that record if the original's the best?
Does anybody know how to make the chat scroll? I don't know how to.
Great. You sound like an expert.
Oh, okay.
Why'd you tell me the vegan cookies were stale? Okay, well, you can leave the colorful details out of your report.
Hold up, let me get my little let me get my tripod or something so I can hold my phone up and be able to keep up with the chat. 1 second. If anybody knows how to scroll the PS4 chat so I don't gotta use my phone, let me know. But I'll just throw it on the tripod and that way I can keep it within my eyesight. Alright, I should be able to keep up with the chat a little bit better. That way, if you see something and make a suggestion, I'll be able to. I can follow it on the chat now, so I don't have to worry if it doesn't scroll on the screen. Now I'll search that term that you just gave me. See if we hit pay dirt. But I'm not sure if that's something that's actually viable. I think he was practicing those lines for that girl that he met at that mixer. Like he was um possibly like trying to fill in a backstory or something. See, because the only one that pops up is when he was making that. So some of the things we've deduced so far is that him and his buddies are like an anarchist slash eco group, but she hasn't expressed any ideals on that one way or the other. Okay, Ava is done. Did we hear any other names? Let me think. LA, they mentioned that. Michael Camp. Oh, okay. Hold on. I have an idea. Let's search that album that he likes. It's not that. What was the name of that restaurant? That business that she said she worked with, something Axel. Uh, I can't remember what she said. She.
Yet a ghost sits upon my chest. I'm drowning deep in my bed. Whoa, that was strong stuff. You used to sing that in your band? Oh yeah. What was your name? Oh, well, that's adorable.
Do you the name of the band? That might bring something up
I
too.
was at 16. I was getting pulled over for a DUI, but then running away from the cop and totaling my parents' truck. It was pretty bad. My father, who was a cop in his own right, he did everything he could to try to get me out of jail, but he never spoke about it, actually. And then I left about a week after that. And everybody had all these expectations of me going into the force because everyone in my family's a cop. But it was actually the court-appointed therapist. She said that that DUI was my way of ruling out a career in law enforcement. So, you know, you don't think I look like a cop. Okay. So what is it you think I do? Maybe. Kinda. No. 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 Come on. What? You think I'm like a gigolo or something? No. No, I was a movie producer. I had a nice boat. I did. No, 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 no. These were all like straight to DVD knockoffs. You know, we get people to invest in them so they can meet the actresses, you know, do a walk on, write it off on the taxes at the end of the year. We sold essentially a dream. Well, yeah, because there's only so much time you can spend in that world before you go crazy. You know? And uh, a friend of mine died last year. It was an overdose. It was an accident. It was stupid. So I just needed some perspective, and I don't want to become a cop. But my father, he stood for something. You know? Did that sound scuzzy? No?
I wonder why she looked all sad when he was telling her the story. Like that's not like other than the friend, but unless maybe she knows somebody that OD'd too.
I'd like to be a real person. What about you? Your family? Was your mom like a singer or something? No? Oh, okay. I was thinking, you know, you, but older, kind of a grungy hippie look.
If you're watching it on another device, open up your notepad and jot down a keyword or something for reference later so I don't
I
have to
feel
go
like I can
back and
trust you.
rewatch videos. We can get to the meat and potatoes a little bit quicker.
Yeah.
Alright. So we need to go back to that one where she was talking about her job. And then we can get that initial place where she worked at. This one.
Back here. Will you seem real?
Okay, American Axle. Remember that. That's the place of business that I need to look up, and I want to get the name of her band. Cause one of those got a hit on a search result. Florida hippie. But this is sort of the way the actual Prism program that Snowden leaked works too. As far as a lot of the data they capture goes by keywords and phrases. I need the name of that band. Let me stop it and start it and see if that
Back
starts back at the
here.
beginning. Why is there fucking music playing in my...
Will you seem real? No, no, my mom works at American Axle. My mom's the kind of hippie who shack.
What was the name of her band? That's what I need. Okay, right there. Jane Dean and the Rebels and American Axel.
We were
So let me
Jane.
search American Axel and Jane Dean and the Rebels. Because I know her band is probably going to bring up something. But I'm sure that her work will bring up at least one. Oh, crap. It's the same one. Let me try Jane Dean and the Rebels. Well, if her work doesn't pop up, then this probably isn't her device. And that blonde that was laying in the bed, it still hasn't shown who she was talking to, though. So I don't know if that other guy is someone that knows her. Doggone it. So we've already got all the views. LA. I don't think they mentioned another city though. What about those facilities they were scouting when they were in that van?
Drove it here all the way from LA.
Seriously?
Yeah, 1,800 miles. You were saying though, about the insurance?
Oh yeah. The way Prosper does it, they have two
That's what we need right there. This got to bring up something. So, this has to be his device. If we don't see any recent footage of her, then I think she may be a victim or something. Maybe something went wrong with their little eco-terrorist plan or something.
They're criminals. Yeah, exactly. I think Ava's great and all, but she's just like those kids back at the camp. They just want to get together, paint some signs, sing some songs, and then upload it to the internet.
She's young. Yeah, but she isn't stupid.
No, she's bright. I totally get that. But I've been with her to 4 meetings in that Jasmine Center, all blowing hot air. I'm not naive enough to think that we can fix this with
Jasmine
Facebook.
Center.
I saw you at that rally in November. You like causing trouble.
There's trouble to be had. I'm not going to run away from it.
The name Eric.
Where'd you say you were?
At a hospital off Pacific. That was before I got a job. Yep.
Not Samsung.
No. This place made Samsung look like a Four Seasons. This guy Harry ran it. His old pills out the back. And he disappeared, and after a while the cops shut it down. So I moved in with these friends of mine who I met at the boardwalk. They had this movie thing going, so I got involved. It became kind of a big deal. It's fun. We made these stupid beach horror films.
No way. Horror movies are my thing. Could you give me a background one?
Nah, it's behind me now. Besides, nobody watches horror anymore. I realize it's too crazy. Is that? Oh, that's. I just got the high score.
Where did you learn to shoot like that?
Boy Scouts.
Really?
No. No, the firearms guy on the sets, on the movie sets, he would take us out to the desert, let us shoot his guns. So.
Imagine one of these cats in his crew is an agent or something.
Yeah, go. Good boy.
There we go.
Yeah, you're looking pretty as always, Harry. I need you to track a girl down for me. Yeah? Okay, nobody's gonna get hurt, Harry. Okay? Okay, I mean, do I look like the kind of asshole who's gonna hurt a woman? No. Okay, she lives in Cleveland, Ohio, and I have a photo that I'm gonna send you via Signal. I think her name is Max, but what I need is an address. Can you do that? Yeah?
How is that for some serendipity?
Harry? Hey, Harry?
Life imitating art.
Hey, Harry? Harry, just make sure no flags are raised, okay?
I swear, Cleveland makes it in so many different movies as a reference. So much pop culture material. Usually in a derogatory term. Alright, let's go with her.
Welcome to Cleveland, David. The suburbs. I'm from Ohio. I've always lived in Ohio. I used to work in real estate. I own 2 apartments, both underwater, and the mortgages kill me. My husband is a loading dock supervisor, and he doesn't mind what I do as long as I tell him how pathetic and lonely and strange my clients are.
So
I
she's
only do
probably
this
a
so I don't
cam
have to
girl
go
or
to
something.
school and become a medical transcriptionist. So every day I log on here and hang out with you assholes when I could be doing anything else. And I massage your egos and let you jerk off. And sometimes I shake you down because, well, you know what? Fuck you. Melissa? Melissa isn't my real name. But I know yours is David. When a man shares cam, I always record it as a safety precaution and sometimes a big earner if they deserve blackmail. Bank managers really don't want their wives to see their perverted emails.
Oh, she talked to hella
I
reckless.
have all your sessions saved on a hard drive under federal agent David. You ever cam with me again, I will send them to your bosses. I will sell them to whatever newspaper pays the most. I think we're done here.
They probably offed her hella quick.
So what the hell happened in Cleveland? And you can feed me a line again, and I can explain to you how much it personally hurt me to have to clean this mess up. Yes, you're a lawyer. I haven't given up on you, David.
I think that's the dude
Knife
from The
can lose its edge,
Office.
but it can be sharpened again.
The military dude. Or the, you know.
They all walked.
Or the Fed or something.
We didn't act blindly. We could have kept him. We chose to let Eric go. They'll all assume he gave up information and walked. He's going to have this stink of collaboration on him. And no one's going to go looking for David Jones. Good. I'm happy to have my David Smith back. You know how to make a really good knife? They heat and they cool the metal several times over and it distorts and it warps, and then they hammer it, and grind it, and polish it. And only at the very end does the perfect knife emerge. The forging process, it actually rearranges the atoms of the steel. It makes it stronger. You can come out of this stronger, David. There's a myth that handsmith knives are better, but actually these days the machine-made ones are far superior, more reliable. Have a nice vacation, David.
Yeah, that's him. I bet you they killed the cam girl. So David Smith and David Jones are definitely aliases. Since he's clean shaven in this one, he could be the agent. Alright, wait a minute. How do you go through them? Okay, there we go. Nope. I was looking for similar words in the file name. July 19th. So let's go to the next date up. Oops, damn it.
Come on, Harry. Yeah, Harry, nothing is gonna link back to you, okay? Hey, listen to me. You just make sure you guys leave it in the dead drop like I told you, okay? Wait, you trust me, right, Harry? You do trust me? Yeah? Look at me. Look at me and tell me it. Good. That's good. That's good.
So either him or Harry is the undercover.
I know, I told you I'd take
Now,
care of
if we
things.
could figure out
Yeah.
what the code word is for the dead drop, we could probably find out the information.
Me too.
Because obviously, either him or Harry either got clipped on the way to the dead drop or back from it.
Hey.
Oh,
Hey.
I'll
oh
keep
shit. Maybe that's Harry. Oh man, they threw me for a loop on that one. I heard the toilet flushing, like, what the hell? Alright, hold on. We need the nickname of that dead drop, man.
Well, hello, Harry.
This is what I need to be doing. I need to be
Long
making me some
time.
damn games, because this is intriguing.
Yeah. Well, I've been away on a desert island for the last month, went native, so. Thank you. Wow. Well, just don't pull your cock out on me, okay, Harry? So listen, I need goodies. Yeah, well, it's for a big rap party. I know you do.
He's either talking about coke or a weapon.
It's gonna be quite the party, so I'm looking at about half a pound of candy, half a pound of Diet Coke. Good. Tomorrow. Yeah, yeah, tomorrow. We're going out of town, so I need it by then. You look worried, Harry. You're starting to worry me.
Well, you don't sell coke in pounds. You sell it in keys, which is 2.2 pounds. Don't ask
50.
me how I know how.
So did you wait, you're not hiking your prices up on me though, right? Wait, look me in the eye.
17.5. That's too
Look me in the
high.
eye. You hiking your prices up on me? Yeah. No, look, hey man, it's not even about the price. I don't care about the price. I care about whether or not I can trust you or not. Okay? Because I'd be happy to pay 50. Let me just let that be known. You got it. Now here's the deal. Okay, you're gonna meet me tomorrow at our favorite restaurant. Okay, it's gonna be 1 o'clock.
So it has to be heroin and coke. Because if he
Good.
wants
First
50
fundamentals.
grand, that
Take that
can't
thing
be
off.
weed and coke.
Yeah.
Hold on a second, man. I should have known. I thought maybe I could catch him slipping. Man, I need some skills in reading ciphers, and I'll be in the money.
You know, I asked him not to come to that party.
Oh yeah. Then what's going on? Tell me.
Christ, David.
Oh, you look uncomfortable.
Yeah, I am uncomfortable. But look, this is not my place. If you want to know about this, you need to speak to Ava.
I'm speaking to you. Tell me.
He's going after the weak link in the crew.
I should have done better.
Okay. What happened?
Peter was our missing stair, and everybody else knew, but I was slow to catch on. He liked to give girls drugs. He'd make videos sometimes. He said it was consensual. But sometimes the girls would wake up and they didn't know what had happened.
Fuck, Eric.
Fucking scumbag.
By the time I found out, it was old news, you know, and I told myself, it's just the scene. There's lots of drugs and sex going on, and, you know, Ava was attracted to Peter. Peter knew who all the bands were. Ava wanted to make a name for herself. She was very impressed by him, okay? So
And how old was Ava?
she said she was 18, but she wasn't. So Ava accused Peter, and everybody took sides, and I told myself that I needed to be impartial, and I let her down.
Yeah, you did protect her?
What was I supposed to do, David? Call the police?
Yeah.
Yeah. They're already looking for any excuse to take us down. I couldn't do that. I didn't even have any facts. I told myself it was a private matter between two people.
Mm-hmm.
It was a one-off, and I just didn't want to see a pattern there. Now, Peter is trying to be a good man.
Yeah, and you, I mean.
What about me?
Well, he's still out there walking the street, so I'm not so sure. But I mean, how are you going to make this right?
I don't think I can make this right, David. Not now.
He's trying to walk him into incriminating himself.
Well, brother, it's never too late.
You know? I gotta smoke.
No, not in here. Gotta smoke up on the roof. I'll go with you. My landlord's got rules about smoking.
Great.
Oh, hell no. He gonna toss your ass off the roof.
Fuck Peter. He's a dick, that's all. He's a dick. No, it's okay. I've got my glowworm with me tonight. It's cute, ungendered, and it doesn't take up all the space in the bed. Hey, David. Your girl? I've been with Ava since she was 12. We go way back.
Oh,
You're
shit.
the new guy. Ooh, you want to bet? I'm 12 inches of ribbed plastic, and I'm warm. Yeah, but he's seen me turn from girl to woman. You know, he's seen it all. Busted. You know, they discontinued these because they're made of like toxic plastic or something. So my mom got them real cheap.
The dogs look like they're such good dogs
Yeah, I
when
think
they're
she
asleep.
figured that I wouldn't
It's a
try to
total
eat
lie.
it, so. If you want to treat us to plane tickets to Florida, I can arrange something. But I'm warning you. If you meet my mom and she doesn't like you, it's like over. That's where people go to die ordinary. Good night.
There we go.
Oh, Florida is a paradise. Did Ava tell you that we moved out here for my husband's lungs? It has been a lifesaver. We wanted Ava to come out here with us, but she moved to Ann Arbor instead.
Detroit was a boom town in my day. You two are Just too young to know about it.
Oh, honey, I miss you so much. How are the lessons going?
Those singing lessons are so expensive. It's criminal.
You know, Detroit just got too dangerous for me, David. I had to move out of there. You know, it's not the neighborhood either. It's the police. Yeah, I was getting stopped every week. But I guess you don't have to worry about that.
Hollywood! Yeah, Barry and I took a vacation a few years back.
Awfully dirty.
Yeah, I have to admit, we prefer our Disney in Florida.
The one time I was in LA,
Well, it's awfully nice to meet you, David.
the first thing I thought was
What do you do for work, young man?
the same thing. Like, I was shocked at how dirty it was. At least where I was at.
Well, hopefully you work on more than a boat.
I still wanted to
Maybe
be
he's
there,
the
though.
right man to help her settle down.
Or it could have been the fact that the area I was in was Boyle Heights.
So that's all that matters. You know she's going to be famous one day. Don't be bashful. You have a beautiful voice. Oh. Okay. Sweetheart, I love you so much. And it's so good to see you so happy. Yeah. I love you. Nice meeting you.
These are the boys from Ann Arbor.
The organizing group. We know Riordan.
Yeah, we know who you are. Okay. So what's the plan?
Well, we all want to stop the Sovereign Pipeline, right? And there's this major section of it that's yet to be started, and the reason it's yet to be started is because access to that area is a little bit tricky. The construction traffic would have to go through this ravine, and there are only two roads that feed into it, and they both are fed into by Highway 75, which has to go over the Salisbury Bridge, you know? And, well, if we could shut that bridge down, you know, we could make them reroute traffic all the way back around. This would set them back months, and this would be a huge blow financially for them.
Okay. I don't get it. How long are you closing the bridge for?
Well, we think about a week or so. We talked about hanging tents on the suspension, maybe a truck up there. We could flip the truck. You know, that'd be something.
I don't see how you think you'll hold it that long. I was in Portland for the icebreaker. They got through after 2 days.
Yeah, but that was different because they were going under the bridge. Right?
2 days a week still doesn't move the needle.
Yeah. You're right. A week does not change the world, right? But we have to do something. Okay? If I could make the bridge disappear, I would. I can't make the bridge disappear. Okay. But there is another thing we've been throwing back and forth in the organizing group. Kind of a plan B. It's something just bigger. The bridge has 4 main support foundations, and if you were to attach enough explosives to like one of those pillars, the whole thing would come down. Like the bridge over the river Kwai. Listen to me, we could do it at night. Nobody gets hurt, except we don't know where to find all that amount of explosives.
Sounds dangerous.
Well, I mean, in the history of America, bombing...
That's exactly how an agent would bait you, too.
I mean, we are out of options. We have few.
He'll provide some inert demolition
stop this pipeline.
Equipment.
Right? To destroy it. So shouldn't we
and
be
then
fighting
bring it
back?
and it trapped them. Because since the Patriot
Come
Act, you
on,
could do
right? I
shit
mean,
like that.
fortune favors the bold, right?
What about you, Eric? Are you on board with this? You want to blow up the bridge?
Look, I want to do this.
Let's everybody.
Hey, it's okay, Tom. David, Eric, why don't you guys go outside?
David, this is Riordan. She's a member of a group called Greenstorm.
Come on, man. No introduction, David. Riordan, how are you?
You said you thought we might need some help.
Yep, some help and some guidance.
Let's hear it.
Okay. Well, Prosper and Sovereign Pipeline, as you know, means to supply the Midwest with gas at a rate of 500 pounds per square inch, right? It's this high-pressure, high-wave natural gas screaming through our communities, and it's nearly finished. And we know they're going to work because they're sending spies into our group. We know this. But they're winning. So I've been trying to think of a solution. Liz.
Yep.
Yeah? Okay. If you look right here, okay, this is a major section of the pipeline that's yet to be started. And what makes this area unique and why it's yet to be developed is that access to it's tricky, okay? There are only 2 roads that can support the construction traffic, and they're both fed into this highway here, all right? This is Highway 75, and that highway crosses that bridge right there. That's the Salisbury Bridge. It spans the Sally River to the tune of 2,000 square feet. So, we shut that bridge down, and they would have to reroute all of this construction traffic all the way around to this bridge up here, okay? This would set them back months. I mean, this would be a huge blow financially for them.
It's nice work. You come up with this all on your own?
Well, me, Ava, and of course, Eric here pointed out that we are a little short on manpower.
Said it would only work if we had an organization behind it.
Well, I've done stuff like this, but it's never fun. We tried to shut down construction in Sandusfield. We suspended ourselves over the highway. We tried to shut down construction in Sandusfield. We suspended ourselves over the highway for 2 days. The state cops actually lit a fire under me.
I remember.
They like to burn witches in Massachusetts.
I remember watching that trial on TV. When you poured that glass of water over that CEO's head, it was a big deal.
You know, the theatrics play well on the news.
Well, we're looking for a little more than theatrics. We are looking to do real damage to Prosper.
Sure, but how long do you think you can hold the bridge?
Well,
half the cops now are ex-forces. They treat this stuff like it's Fallujah. You ever done anything like this before? How serious are you?
Okay, Reed. I said I vouch for
This
you.
would be so much fun to play with a large group of people. Like everybody doing the sleuthing. Because there's a lot of that goes on the internet today, where people have actually solved crimes from Reddit groups or closed Facebook groups.
David.
Yeah, just give me a second.
He's a good guy.
Hey, how long have you known him?
Long enough.
I know what she sees in him, but you?
Look, he's serious, he's loyal, and he's not afraid of action. Honestly, sometimes it kind of scares me. He nearly killed Peter.
I hate Peter.
Okay, well, there you go.
All right, so you're gonna help us in that?
I'll take you to meet the others at Convergence.
Fantastic.
They'll hear you out. But let's talk about the details outside. Close spaces now. Let's see. Maybe it's weather.
what happened at Convergence, how that went down. I think going forward, what we need to do is decide as a group if we want to try and organize something else around David's bridge plan, or maybe...
We don't need to vote here, all right? We got wrapped up in that narrative on the boat, but we back now. We need to accept the fact that the pipeline is done, and we need to get in front of the next big thing.
No, that's bullshit, man. We need to act on this now, on the pipeline. Otherwise, I don't understand what we're doing.
Eric said that we need help to make this thing safe.
Yeah.
Each one said no.
Yeah, we've already talked. I know.
And is it true you wanted to blow up a bridge?
Okay.
No,
Wesley,
no.
look, let's everybody just like take a deep breath, okay? We're all trying to accomplish the same thing here, and arguing is...
David!
Hi. Who's this?
I'm Karen. I'm a friend of David's. We used to date back in California, but that's ancient history now. You must be Ava. You know
That's the
why
girl
I'm
sitting at the computer right now. $100.
No, not the maternal type.
Who's Albert?
David.
Karen, this is not okay.
Sorry, honey. I was in town and I wanted to call in on you. I saw your man out, but I didn't realize you have company.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about this
No,
outside.
I called first, but you know how I like surprises.
Oh, yeah. That's the girl that was in the bed. Or am I just mixing up two blonde girls? Who knows?
David's never mentioned to Karen.
Well, you know what? Her timing was good, because I'm pretty sure David was up.
So if he's lying about this, what else is he lying about?
He hasn't been able to stop talking about the bridge since he came back from Convergence.
Yeah.
That's what happens with people, man. They be around folks and get comfy and don't investigate shit when somebody says something or does something fugazi.
I'm so sorry, Karen. She's been stalking you on Facebook since I got here. She's in town, I guess, for a conference or something. Okay, stop. Is it okay if we just table this for another time? Talk later. Is that okay? Just talk, okay?
That whole backstory, that was BS. She's in town for a conference.
So tell me about Karen.
This is written and directed pretty good because it's showing her reaction. She didn't get overly emotional in the reflection. Alright, let's try this. They should have had like a viral campaign for this game to where social media can play it at the same time, especially with all the current and modern references and stuff in here.
He started out hacking the Facebook pages of his teachers in high school. He's graduated bigger and better. He has a secret door. Listen to me. He has a secret door into the DMV database. I'm just telling you, he's the guy. No flags.
So have we? I don't think we've seen a license plate the entire game though so far. Looks like he's been in a fight or something in this one. So if we go to this one and then that one, it'll probably explain what happened.
Oh, I saw your your friend Eric. Yeah, he was with that other guy, his friend. They were helping to block the road and, you know, not get into the skirmishes. But of course, they round up the easy to grab ones, so. Yeah. I don't know. I'm just, you know, I can't just stand around and watch these fascists and these police. I need to do more. These fascists, they're just the symptom. Everything's so much worse now in this country and this planet. I mean, I need to do more.
It's so well written that every time I think that I know who's the plant,
I've been thinking about this pipeline.
because this seems like genuine emotion right here.
I need to focus. Yeah, me too. Yes, Ava's good friends, Eric and Peter, will be there too. Yeah, but you know, thing is, there's some bad blood there, Mike. Something she's not telling me. Yeah. Yeah, she's really credible. And you know, when I told her I'd heard of this organizing group, though, I suggested we share a ride. Something came over her, though. You know, she got stomach cramps.
There's some guys from the organizing group. Looks like we're all the good guys. And yeah, here comes trouble right now. And the police are pushing the Nazis, the fascists, into the protesters right now. This is about to kick off. Let's do this.
So the organizing group is gone, and they were asking about you. Oh, Eric didn't run. They made it out like he was the leader of some terrorist cell. He spent 2 weeks in jail. That fight is over. You disappeared, David. You should stay disappeared. I don't want you here. And we don't need you.
Protesting Prosperous Sovereign Pipeline.
On Thanksgiving, families across America come together to celebrate and to give thanks for food and family. But this holiday also erases the genocide in our history, the theft of the land and its resources that was the foundation of America.
This theft continues today. The government acts in favor of corporations and allows them to brutalize the land, water, and people. All for what? To sell more fossil fuels? For corporate profits. This pipeline will pollute the water and bring illness and death.
So we encourage all of you to protest peacefully to block further pipeline development and to protect the land for future generations. Water is life. Say no to the sovereign pipeline.
So where along the line did they become radical? Because there are plenty different scenes in here where they're more like conscientious objectors. Something must have happened. Somebody must have betrayed somebody.
I'm going after Prosperin and the Sovereign.
How long are you closing the bridge for?
Well, I reckon we can close the bridge for about a week. You know, we get some hanging tents on the suspension. We were talking about getting a truck up there, maybe turning it over, flipping it.
I don't see how you think you're gonna hold it that long. I was in Portland for the icebreaker, and they got through after 2 days.
That was different, though. They were going under the bridge.
2 days a week still doesn't move the needle.
Damn, you're coming at me, man.
Yeah, man.
All right.
Let's see what you got.
All right. Well, look, do I think a week's gonna change the world? No, I don't. But we have to do something. And if I can make the bridge disappear, then I would.
It doesn't need to disappear, it just needs to stop being a bridge. And this is where Riordan will say, fortune favors the bold.
Fortune favors the bold. Well, I do have a plan B.
Go on.
The bridge has 4 main support foundations, right? Now, if we attach explosives to one of those pillars, just one, we take that whole bridge down. Like bridge over the River Kwai, right? And we can do it at night, so nobody gets hurt, you know? We just don't know where we can find that amount of explosives.
They would call us terrorists.
Well, they already do. Right? In the history of America, bomb making is how you teach truth to power, right? You want to stop the pipeline, right? And this is where I'll look at everybody. So, let's stop the pipeline. Let's scare them. Okay, because Prosperin's projects are going to poison our communities for generations to come. They're already hanging them out to dry. Right? Saginaw, Midland, Flushing, Flint, you name it.
Stop talking. You have them with the America and bombs bit. Just keep quiet, no matter how much you want to talk. People hate silence. Let them fill it.
And then you and I will toast each other over some tofu dogs.
Man, I miss steak so much.
Go get one right now.
I'm method. I can't bring character like that. Plus, they can smell it on you. That girl of yours, Evie, she tasted.
Nig's Avery.
One hell of a work of the job.
Get off my book.
This is what you guys do. Thank you.
Hey, what are you doing? Oh, hush. If you don't shut up, y'all bear with me 1 second. I'm gonna take the dogs outside to go pee. Please type in a suggestion from that scene I just missed. Yeah, here we go. That's what the fuck I'm talking about.
And now they know that there's a traitor.
Somebody might have made him. Figured out his cover.
Yeah, because David Jones is dead.
Boom. So now if they know he can't be David Jones, then he's up shit creek without a paddle.
Yeah, it's great, Mike. It's great. You know a lot about knives.
You want anything to drink?
No, I'm fine.
Okay. Gonna make myself a nightcap. All work and no play makes Karen a dull girl.
Okay. Did anybody just get that reference? I got that reference. That's one of my favorite books.
My next break was starring alongside Jack Weissna in the popular Hercules serial. I played a mermaid who falls in love with the hero against her father's wishes. Swimming together on screen, we were the perfect couple, but the reality was a Hollywood nightmare. The water in the studio tanks was freezing and gave us all cramps. Then there was, Jack. Jack didn't act the part of Hercules. He believed he was Hercules. All the women on Earth, mere mortals created by the gods for his pleasure. After the show, he summoned me to his dressing room. Inside, he was stood, naked, posed like a classical sculpture, a shockingly well-endowed one. I ran, and Hercules and his and his club chased me down the corridor like something out of a horror movie. Okay, that's an old library book. It falls at that part. So. I like reading about how people got famous. Yeah, I mean, that's the idea, but I didn't want to embarrass you. Just being ladylike. I had fun tonight. And listen, I don't want you to think that my Cinderella act, I'm in a place where I'm not really rushing anything like that right now.
So we have two files that are a reference to The Shining. What are you doing?
Me too. Ugh. I think I've made this awkward. Yeah. Good night.
You wanted to be a fucking knight in shining armor?
Come on, spill some beans. Get emotional. Oh, she's dry snitching on him.
You look so small on the screen.
That's Karen. That's the jilted girlfriend. I bet. Now, if we can see in her reflection, if she gets emotional during this,
I love you, David.
that might give us a good place to go.
But I'm not scared of you anymore. Goodbye.
No, she didn't go in there and say something to the guy who's running his cover.
I've read Karen's report 3 times now. Unless I missed it, nowhere in the report is there an operational justification for the assault on the individual codenamed Sleepy. Okay, and your plan to ingratiate yourself into a group is to almost kill half of its leadership? I'm having a hard time believing you're FBI now. You need to provide documentation of their conspiracies to break the law. But the public needs to see evidence that these kids are the American jihadists.
Sleepy
I'm
may
sure you're a
lead
little
us
too
to
emotionally
how
involved, David. I mean, these are
his
not
cover actually
calculated
got
blows.
blown.
Tell me.
Because if we could trace how his cover got blown, then we can probably trace it back to whoever was responsible for whatever happened.
You're enjoying this too much. Real relationships are messy. This operation has too many moving parts.
Yeah, well, Karen doesn't always know when a plane changes on the ground, let's be honest. He was taking up a number 2 spot, Mike. And besides, now no one would believe I'm FBI. And what agent would beat up on a member of the group he's trying to infiltrate? Which is good, right? Look, I got an official reprimand, true, but I'm still in. They feel horrible about looking the other way about Ava and Peter. I was the only one who had the balls to deal with their dirty little secret. Yeah, I hear you. But remember, the long game's getting into Greenstorm. Oh, come on, you've never been close to flipping anyone near Greenstorm.
So we have Greenstorm and Sleepy. Those are the first 2 code words or code names that we got. But we got to figure out what's the name of the dead drop. That's, the dead drop, who blew his cover, and how they blew his cover. Maybe also who knew.
Flipping anyone
other than the
near
jilted
Greenstorm.
girlfriend.
No, wrong. I let myself get angry. Okay? Besides, there's good news that Karen's report failed to mention. Ava's moving in with me. Well, yeah, because we get to split the housework. It's got to look like a real relationship, right? I got this all under control. I promise.
Oops, damn it. Oh, I don't want to type in sleepy because what if the guy that she's in the room with is sleepy? Then it'll be all bad. Because he has been back there supposedly sleeping the whole time she's over here snooping on this damn computer. Here we go.
Greenstorm people talking about sabotage on a bigger scale. Hey, David. Hey. You heard anything about that?
Yeah, no, that's all internet noise.
I don't know. I think it's serious. And I'd like to know if anybody else here agrees that maybe it's time we talk about it. You said before that this was a war. Perhaps that's right.
Can I ask a quick question? Why are you always so keen for us to incriminate ourselves?
What? I'm not. I'm just...
No, you remind me of, Chris.
Sorry?
You remind me of this guy I saw once. But his name wasn't Chris. It was Simon.
Does that sound familiar? Simon McMillan, right? Ex-Army, works for Black Kite Logic, everybody's favorite military contractor. You know what? Hold on one second. Yeah, no, you do look a lot like him. But you can't be that Simon McMillan, right? Because then that would make you a corporate spy for Prosper, right? Hmm?
Chris, what is this?
Chris.
Hey, look, guys, come on, let's talk about this, okay? So this is true then, what he's telling us right now.
What the fuck, Chris?
Yeah, see? Everybody, this is Simon McMillan, okay? He is an employee of Black Kite sent on behalf of Prosperin, okay, to spy on our meetings. You are trying to inform on our constitutionally protected activities, pal. It's called entrapment.
You cunt! And I had you over for dinner! In my home!
Hey, get away from me. Hey, don't touch me. Don't touch me.
Hey,
look, he doesn't have a wire, guys. He doesn't have a wire. He's probably recording us on his phone.
Get his phone! Get his phone!
They have to be in it together.
Fuck!
Hey, look, I can explain. All right? I'm no traitor. Who are you? Get out. Just get out.
Say Prosper for us, okay?
Can you turn that off, please?
Okay. Wait a minute. Let me go back and see what date and time that last one was.
Peter must have ratted on here, that Simon guy. Anyway, I can't let this happen to you again, so. No, that is the last thing that I want, okay, Ava?
There was some fuckery afoot, man.
No, listen, I am running in order to save you. Can you not see that? Okay? Don't be naive right now. Come on, Ava.
Well, that sucks because she pregnant with his baby though.
Listen,
This is like a telenovela.
I need you to do me a favor, okay? I need you to, I need you to go to the medicine cabinet, okay? Yeah. In the bathroom, okay? Just go there. Just go there, okay? There's a false back to the mirror. Just pull the panel aside, okay?
What if that's the dead drop? But why would it be in his house though? That's not good spy logic, you know?
Yeah, look, Ava, I know you said you wanted a home birth, but we just look at St. Joe's, you know, just take the tour, and I made a reservation for you, okay?
Because that compromises her. Like, it's one thing if he doing some chicanery, but once he gives it to his baby mama, then that puts her directly in danger, you know? So tell me why dude that went to go get the drink ain't came back in an hour. See, but what typically happens is the person the highest up, when they smell some smoke, they'll cut bait, and oftentimes the lower on the totem pole catch all the hell. You know?
Black Kite changed the plan. They decided to go deeper on Greenstorm. Yeah, they agreed to share their intel. It's a good plan. We're all adults. This is a strategic decision we made together. You don't. We're putting together the paperwork right now to round up the group and get you some scalps. This was always a finite operation. It's not a lifestyle. All right, just start working on your exit plan. You need to get your head back in the game.
He's the perfect kind of upper middle management bureaucrat that would cut bait with his person and fucking get them off to something out in the field. Fucking around. Watch, 100%. 4/15, 2017, 12/01. So this is the first contact, and this is the second contact from that day. But this must be both sides of the conversation because they're the same length.
They got a lot of manpower through Black Kite. Okay. I found them to be highly professional, and their procedures are very thorough.
Black Kite. Well, you just make sure they stay out of the way of the professionals, okay?
What if Black Kite is a CIA front company, right? So they use him to go into the scene, but if the main character exposed him in front of the other conspirators who don't know that he's a Leo, then what if somebody else acted rogue and got the first guy? Fudge, man, this is a real spider web.
Okay, I would like you to treat Chris like one of your team. It will be this week. Everything is proceeding exactly as promised. I'm not in the habit of lying. The accountants cleared the funds a week ago. Everything got wired. No one stresses the details more than me. The boat's completely cleaned. The paper trail has David Jones as the owner for the last 3 years. I had them name it the Little Mermaid.
Ariel. That was the mermaid's name in that movie. I bet you.
It's understood. The adrenaline's there to help you focus. Look, our ability to plan and execute is what we do best. It's what makes us superior.
Hey, that's a big gross.
Right, see, Chris is right. I'm telling Eric, you can't be this naive, right? To think that this drug thing is legit.
If it is the feds, what do? We lay low. We protest peacefully, and we exercise our democratic rights to organize and to ask questions.
No, this isn't a game. It's not a drill. We need to fight back.
Okay, so what? So what, this is a war now?
Yeah. I'm with David. We need to escalate. No. Eric's the one who's talking about war. Come on. All right, I'm just there to support. All right?
My friend would have never been in that war. Oh, he was very much against killing. Come on, man. All right. Well, you just stole my line, so there you go. This isn't gonna work. No, this movie night, dummy. Your accent is terrible. You need to get some sleep. You have a rally tomorrow. I'm not attracted to you for your acting ability. Good luck tomorrow. Stay safe.
Down and Mike's the kingmaker. If the public ever caught wind of what we've been doing here, is that what it'll take to get you out? Does Emma know you're screwing your mark? Oh, I don't have one, David. Ambitious female agents don't get to tick that box. Velvet Lake. That place has terrible coffee. Fidelity, integrity, bravery, terrible coffee.
Man, that name is too blurry. That's the only face that I can't match up right now. Him and I need to figure out how to draw that connection.
Well, one day the king comes riding through her village to water his horses, and she hears about it, and so she urges her father to go to the king and boast about his daughter and her long, beautiful hair. And while he's doing that, she quickly throws on some of her best jewelry, but when her father stands before the king, he gets really nervous and he misspeaks, and he tells the king that his daughter can spin straw into gold. And the king is intrigued. He asks the girl to confirm, is this true? Can you spin straw to gold? But she wants to win the king's favor, so Emma says, yes, I can spin gold from straw. But the king's no fool. So he decides to call her bluff, and he proposes a challenge. If you can turn straw into gold, you may marry my son, the prince. But if not, you will be exiled, which means kicked out. Well, Emma, she's unable to refuse such an offer, so she accepts. And the king takes her to his castle, and he locks her into one of his towers. And there in the tower room is a spinning wheel with a large pile of straw. And he says he'll return in the morning to see if she can actually spin this straw into gold. Well, Emma, she spends all night trying to think of some excuse or, clever way to get out of this situation. But as dawn approaches, nothing. She really starts to worry. And that is when a strange man appears. And he asks her if she has a wish. And she says, I wish to turn this straw into gold. And he says, I can do that, but you must give me your necklace. Well, the girl quickly takes off her necklace, and the imp sits at the spinning wheel, and he starts to spin, and he spins all of the straw into a large pile of golden thread.
And then there's a knock at the door, and the imp disappears, and the king comes in, and he sees the small
I
pile of
bet you
gold,
there's a
and
ton
he's
of people who will watch
amazed.
this and won't
But he's
know
a little
what
suspicious.
story this
So he
is.
moves the girl to a second tower. And this time, there's a much larger pile of straw. Okay, and again, it's the same challenge. You spin that straw into gold, marry the prince. If not, you're kicked out of the kingdom. And yet again, just by morning, the girl, she waits, and again, there's nothing. She can't do it. But right then, that imp appears again. And this time, he asks for
Jesus, your fucking
No.
cat.
No!
Let's get you out of the way.
I figure why not, you know?
And one day he boasted to the king. And one day he boasted to the king that his daughter was so talented that she could spin straw into pure gold. All right? And the king, he called him out on his bluff, and he summoned the girl, and he said that if she could truly make gold from straw, that he would allow her to marry his son, the prince. But if not, he'd chop off her head. Okay? Yeah, because he's a very severe king. Well, I mean, then she'll be a queen, and in the old days, most of the girls wanted to marry a prince, right? So, I like that. Anyway, the king, he locks the girl in a tower with a spinning wheel and a small pile of straw. And he says he's going to return in the morning, all right?
I probably
to see
spelled
if she has
Rumpelstiltskin
made
wrong.
the straw into gold. And the night passes, and in the morning, she's given up all hope, right? When all of a sudden, a little small strange man appears, okay? And he asks her if she has any wishes, and she says she wishes to turn the straw into gold, right? And so the imp says he can do such a thing, but first she must give him her necklace. So the girl gives up her necklace, of course, and the imp, he sits at this spinning wheel, and he starts to spin, and he spins, and he spins, and he spins, and he produces this pile of golden thread. And then there's this knock at the door, right? Because it's morning, and he just disappears, and the king comes in, and there's this small pile of gold, and he is amazed. The king is so amazed, but he's suspicious because he thinks this might be a fluke, you know what I mean? So he moves her to a second tower with an even bigger pile of straw. And again, same challenge. Spin the straw into gold by morning or off with your head. So the girl waits and waits all night long, and then again, just before dawn, that little imp appears, okay? And this time he demands her ring. So she, of course, she gives him a ring, and he spins the gold into straw, and then he disappears, and the king comes in, and there's this pile of gold, and the king is almost convinced, but for a final time, he throws her in a third tower with a huge pile of straw, and he says, you gotta turn this straw into gold, and he leaves. And yet again, just before dawn, that
With a heart of gold to wake up your Snow White. They're never wrong. Okay. Less cynical. You're here to save the planet. All right, review the files from Cyber. Natives are restless. They've been accessing pipeline maps. You got 8 months till the next convergence. Just follow the protocol and stick to the plan. You're going to be the knife that stabs Greenstorm in the heart.
What do you think the Emperor's going to do with the baby? Was he going to eat it? What do you think the Emperor's going to... What do you think the Emperor's going to do with the baby? Dada! Mimon's very sick. I tried to...
Hey, where's Mama and Mimo? Okay, listen. Don't tell Mommy about Daddy's missing tooth, okay? I want to tell her myself. No, it's not a lie, it's a secret, okay? Which is different. I miss you too, kid. Come here, give me a kiss. Kiss. Love you.
Oh, hi.
What do you say? You want me to put you to bed?
What? Can I sleep in bed with you?
Yeah, okay. All right, come on, sweetheart. Under these covers. All right, I'm just gonna go put my PJs on. Here we go. There
I had a nightmare about the tooth fairy. She was big and looked like Mima's cat, the bitey one.
Here I come. All right, say goodnight to Daddy.
Daddy can sleep with us, can't he?
All right. Close your eyes. There you go. Twinkle, twinkle, little star.
Dada, I missed you already. Hug. Are you still on the plane? Do all the guys have this? You're so prickly! Today was good and bad. Today at camp, I found a crazy bug. Emily said it was gross, but I picked it up. We found treasure and put it in my good pocket. Then when I came home, I hid it under my bed. My tooth hurt though. I had to sit with the camp nurse all day. It hurt so bad it was bleeding. Since it was vacation, we had a movie night. We watched Sleeping Beauty and built a bed on the sofa. Come inside.
There is a lot of fairy tales in this story.
Can you die from a small tooth? I want it to fall out. The tooth thing? What did she do with the teeth? How did she even get into my room? It's like Santa, but for teeth. Shoes in the bathroom. I'll take you. Mama, it's Daddy! Here he is.
Hey. Oh, you miss the beach. Oh my God. Looks just like your place on Kinsey Street. You had that mattress on the floor. I was sure you were a serial killer. Oh, well, the glamorous life of a super spy. Great. Oh, well, I got Alba ready.
Thank you. Jeez, that's why I was trying to figure out what her damn name was. Oh, damn it.
Well, you know, I mean, Alba loves having me there, honey.
Man, the damn background sounds in the game from wherever this apartment is had me thinking that I can't tell whether it's a horn outside beeping or it's a horn in the game beeping with these damn surround sound headphones.
I wanted Alba to be one of the more modern heroines, but Mama bought the costume.
I love it.
And she loves it.
Oh, doesn't she look so pretty? Oh, Halloween is so important to children, and I wanted her to feel special.
It's fine, Mama. Hey, why don't you go play in your room, sweetheart? Alba is fine. Look, Mama, this is a family. David is here, and he's working.
He's always working. Walks in the door, and he expects me to have my best face on.
Mama.
You're never going to keep a man after keeping so opinionated. I'll run the bath.
Okay. You have to be here for Thanksgiving and the recital, okay? I sent you the date. The Bureau was very insistent that we were a strong family unit. You'd think they'd want to make some effort to keep things that way. We should frame that report with our diplomas. We're both great at taking tests. I gotta go.
Snow White evokes something a little dark. It is shorthand for asphyxiation or sleep fantasy. You know, I have a kinky side. Don't you? What do you do, Prince Charming? Short for work? You have serious eyes, but I see something a little wild inside. Oh, no one is listening. Tell me.
We're so good girls. Huh. Yeah.
Well, how do I know you're telling the truth? And they're always honest with sex workers, even in real life. They save their lives for the people that matter, their wives, their bosses. You are married. You know, there are other things we can talk about that you wouldn't say to your wife. Your session is almost over and we haven't even fooled around yet. You like to fool around? Okay, you are the boss. Will you come back some other time? I like you. Goodbye, my prince.
Would you quit messing with me? I'm trying to concentrate and listen to what she's saying.
Why Snow White? For work? I just moved, and it's a secret. Why lie? I don't know you. You don't know me. Cam Talk takes care of the transaction. Everything's anonymous. Right? We can be honest with each other here. It's totally different than in real life.
Will you hush?
And I have a boss.
It's all good girls.
Well, I like to talk. If I want to fool around, I'll let you know.
What was the guy's name in Sleeping Beauty?
Come in.
Is your husband home?
I don't have a husband. I only say that to scare the creeps off. The camera's off. It's a $300 camera, just so you know.
Look, I'm gonna need you to convince me that you've deleted these files. Okay? I mean, you know how much time you could do for extorting a federal agent, right?
That's supposed to scare me. You want to talk about this in court? You think I tell dirty stories on my show? Wait till I get on the stand.
I need you to delete the files, Max. Okay? It's Maxine Williams, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Your parents know what you do, Maxine Williams?
Now who's trying to blackmail who?
Okay, Max.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna delete these files.
Mine's bigger than yours. Ohio's a stand your ground state.
You know? You better tell him, motherfucker.
Always wanted to do this.
What are you gonna do?
Oh, shit!
You bitch, you shot me! Crazy!
I sent those videos yesterday. It'll take about a week before they can verify who you are, what you said. Start working on your story now.
I'm bleeding here, okay?
Don't worry. I rang the cops before I let you in. They'll be here soon and they could take you to the ER. I told you I hate law enforcement guys. I can't believe I invited a bunch of them over. I better put some proper clothes on.
Bailey, are you okay?
In here?
That looked like a deagle. That'd have blew his fucking leg apart.
Officers, I'm so glad that you're here. He broke into my house and tried to attack me.
Sir, don't move. Sir!
I am reaching for a badge. I'm a federal agent, okay? Okay? Do you see that?
She was dirty from Jump Street, man.
Prince Charming really is a Boy Scout. I'm pleased to meet you, David. Excuse me? Oh, yes, I was an astronaut. In France, there are not many rockets, so I started coming instead. You asked too many questions, David. Most guys, they pop on, pop off. Okay, 50. Okay. I was a ballet teacher.
How did she figure out, like,
when I was a girl,
he couldn't have just gave up
I was a part
all
of
the info like that.
Paris Opera Ballet. I was a sugar plum in Nutcracker and Lilac Fairy in Sleeping Beauty. I was a good dancer, not good enough. I knew it would not be my vocation, so I tried to become a teacher. Tip me again, and I tell you about the time the Bolshoi Ballet visit, and I finger banged the prima ballerina playing Giselle just to get inside her head, like you are trying to get in mine.
Oh, there we go. Got another name.
Wait.
Okay, yeah, this guy was suspect earlier. So let me see what he got to say.
My guy found your Max. He said that she showed up in a police report. The next day, that report disappeared. I know. Yeah. I've got a wife, David. Yeah, I've got a daughter.
Here says Max. That was my first boyfriend. The criminal, he did the tattoo himself. It hurt a lot. He did not need his name on me. You do not trust me. Are you going to be one of my regulars? No. You just turn up, tip big. Bye.
take my daughter to the bathroom. While I'm taking them to the bathroom, if they give any keywords, can you type it in the chat for me? I'll be right back. I'm gonna play it though.
I was hoping you would come by. You like it? I'm wearing it all week. My regulars dig the vampire thing. Vampire stories are a way to make rape fantasies more palatable, which works both ways. No, I'm the victim. One of the vampire wives. It's human nature. What? You don't want to take a bite? As government agents? Davy. Do you mind if I call you Davy? Okay. Well, now they do. So, Davy, you are the least horny law enforcement agent guy I have ever come for. Cops are normally the most twisted. Well, I can tell I am good at my job. What? Questions again. You first. Tell me, how did you end up in such an exciting job? Okay, sure, but it's deeper with you. You are no ordinary cop. What was the moment when you decided you want this? I bet you were young. Okay. Tell me. And you wanted to be this guy? Yeah. What? No, it was? You are great. Well, I come from France, as you know, from Paris. My father was a judge, a powerful man. And when I was in school, I was sleeping with a guy who was a criminal. This upset my family, who were worried about the scandal. So my father sent me to America to study. And this is where I met my husband. He worked in a bank, he made a lot of money. But he treated me badly. And so I told authorities about
For them to have their stock bought and sold. We provided a list of all market makers currently used by Prosper, and that's down right there. And we are going to work our way down this list. Please call them up and tell them that you don't want them working with Prosper. Call them when they're sleeping, email them a lot, send snail mail, make them feel unhappy enough to stop trading Prosper. Let's cripple the company financially where they really feel it.
Look, this is why last year the Federal Bureau of Investigation called green groups the #1 domestic terror threat. Really. Follow the money, and then find a way to take that money from the corporations who live to exploit the people.
Ava and I are going to stay in this bed until this is done.
Stop the pipeline, stay in bed.
Move.
Let's leave that for the final report.
I ain't got no more milk bones. Go find something to do. I don't know why they ain't got just like a one-tap press to go back to the beginning of the video, man.
You look like the cat who got the cream. Slept with the Martin girl. Remember why we only give these jobs to agents with wives. All right, that's better. Those two are your targets for phase 3. Yeah, we know she thought a favor with him, and that's why the plan works so well. Not the obvious route into the organization, but she's credible.
You better behave yourself.
Crap, she's just worried about you meeting her ex. People are simple machines. The digestive system's easily confused. Excellent. Let them approach you. Let's do that for the final report.
This informant of yours, Dopey, he's trying my patience.
Yeah, buddy.
Half his clothes look brand new, Mike. And the questions he asks, I mean, they're straight up pivoted to serve a judge. It's so obvious. You have to pull him. No,
Okay,
no,
okay,
he is a
family. Give me
liability.
the
And
other
listen,
names of the dwarves.
Where is this
We got
book?
Sleepy, Dopey.
Okay, because I need to push them now, Mike. Now, while they're reeling over
I'm
Peter.
drawing a blank.
Yeah, don't lie to me, Mike. Come on. Yeah, and everything's legit because I'm not going to deal with any of this Donnie Brasco bullshit. Okay, good. Look, I'm sorry, Mike. We're getting to the hard part, man. And I'm getting nervous. I can't get tripped up here. Okay, thank you, sir.
It's 4 in the morning, babe.
Sorry. I don't have much time.
I'm going to bed. Come wake me up when you're done. You're a fucking vampire.
Oh, I know it wasn't no damn Grumpy, but I can't think of any other names of the doors, even though everybody and their grandma watched those stories or those cartoons a million times when they was kids.
If you promise to stop being so grumpy. Okay. Well, no, it's... No, it's okay, honey. I don't need to... I don't need the book. I know them all by heart now, okay? Listen, you have to close your eyes, though, okay?
Oh,
You
okay,
gotta
he
start
about to
sleep.
spill the
It's
beans.
really, really, really late here, okay? Okay, okay. Okay, let's see. All right. All right, once upon a time, there were two young girls who lived on the edge of the woods with their mother. And one winter, they went into their garden and they found a bear, and the bear looked really ill. But the two girls, they couldn't bear to see him like that, so they took him into their house and they gave the bear some water and they gave him food, and they lit a really nice big warm fire in the fireplace that was in their room, and they even let the bear sleep in their bed, okay? But the next day, the bear was gone. And so, you do? Okay, me too. All right, so later in the summer, the girls were sent into the woods to collect some berries. And in a clearing, they saw a small old man with a long white beard that was stuck in a tree trunk. His beard was stuck in the tree trunk. And he yelled to the girls, "Please come help me, pull me free, help me, help me." And the girls, they tried to help him and they tugged at his beard, but they couldn't pull him free, try as they might. And as a last resort, though, they took out the knives they had and they cut the old man's white beard off, setting him free. But the ungrateful man is so furious at him because they cut his beard off, and he yells at him and he runs off into the woods. Mean old man. And then, a week later, they're in the forest again. This time they're collecting water. And as they're filling their pail at the river, they hear again the old man scream. He's stuck on a rock in the middle of the river. And he's surrounded by rapids, you know, he's just trapped in the river. And he yells at him, "Help me, help me." And so they think,
see, some of these
quick, and
stories
they
got to
make
be
a rope
metaphors
from their
for
sashes
something
out of their
in
dresses,
the real
and
world.
then they throw it to the man, and
unless
when
this
he
is
grabs
something
it,
from
they
a different
pull him to the shore
country
to
that
safety.
I haven't heard before.
The old man yells at him again because he's furious they got his clothes wet, and he screams at him and runs off into the woods. And then another week passes, and the girls are in the woods collecting firewood this time, and
All of a sudden, they're surprised because that old man jumps out of the bush again, and he's screaming, help, help. He says, this bear, he's trying to kill me. This bear's trying to kill me. And out of the woods steps a bear, a big, huge bear, and he towers over the old man. And the old man, he points at the two girls and he says, kill them instead, he pleads. But the bear ignores the old man, and with one swipe of the bear's big paw, he kills him. And the very second the old man dies, the bear is transformed into a handsome prince. And the prince explains that the old man cast a spell on him a year ago after stealing his treasure. And with the dwarf dead, the spell was broken, and soon after, Snow White marries the prince, and Rose Red marries his brother, and everyone lives happily ever after.
I've never heard that, so I wonder. The only difference was the name Rose Red. Other than that, I've never heard that story or recognized anything remotely familiar.
I was watching her sleep. You okay? Yeah, Steven.
That's a new name too.
Emma. Yeah, well, I haven't been sleeping with anybody. Yeah, no, I am a special agent of the Federal Bureau of Investigation, okay? No, just stop it, Emma. Stop it. I protect people. I protect people.
Uh oh.
Rose Red here, and hello to my regulars. House rules. Play nice, no pontiffs, no humiliation requests, and no recording the show. No cams, no gifts, no emails, no intimate conversations. And check out the tip menu and wish list below. That's it. Let's have fun. So today, the weather is freezing in New York. And I was thinking we can get cozy, warm each other up, because you deserve it. Hey, Cardinals 81. Oh, Cardinals 89. Hi, Hungry Peter. Me too. I love the beach when it's hot. Hi, guest. No. I am a East Village girl.
Okay, here we
Yes,
go.
I moved here when I was young to become a ballet dancer, but it didn't work out. But I still dance, so...
If I could better recognize her accent, I could type in where it's from, but I know it's European, probably Eastern. She did say Bolshoi, which is Moscow. I think.
Hey, yeah? I was wondering, do you know the difference between love and obsession? No. And what's the difference between obsession and desire? I don't know. Do you think this feeling can last forever? You mean like forever, ever? Forever, ever? Forever, ever? Forever, ever?
She's one of the few characters that you actually got to, that you can't get straight up word searches to find. Almost every one of the videos I found of her has to pertain to a direct reference from something he said, you know? Maybe that has something to do with her shooting him in the kneecapping him.
The Bolshoi Ballet never performed Giselle in Paris. I know this.
they keep doing that, man. Starting a damn video. It's a 6 minute and 57-minute video, and they started at 4:32, and you can't rewind it any faster.
Black suit.
Wait a minute, let me look. There's got to be a way to skip to the beginning of the video, man. This is crazy. You gotta really sit here and hold down the damn button for the whole 6 minutes?
The bullshit. Hi there. Yeah. Wow. Nice Halloween costume. Oh, wait, I thought the vampires were a women's fantasy. Oh, I see. So you bite the guys. Oh, wow, that's dark. You know, people start with these fantasies and then they escalate to acting them out in real life. You know, they could end up. Okay, touche. Yes, I do. Nobody calls me Davy.
Recitals, first teeth, you were fine missing all that. How? How have you protected me? Go on, say it. You killed a man. No, we murdered him, and it wasn't to protect me. And you've never laid a hand on me. Yeah, well, you didn't have to, did you? Because that's what the gun and the badge are for. You really earned your wings that day, didn't you? You got your gun off, you had your first blood. They really toasted you back at the field office for that one. Because I can. You waited in your car outside before you came in.
I never told you that.